Ma'am, you're not going to jail. We're just here to have a conversation.
Not going to jail. Wonderful. Excuse me. Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm Raquel Pacheco.
All right, nice to meet you, Detective Gino.
Nice to meet you. I am recording this.
You can
Just
record,
for the record.
You can record all you want.
How can I help you?
We're just, let me see, like, we're gonna show you a picture to make sure it's you. We're not sure.
Okay.
You got it? So is that your account?
I refuse to answer questions without my lawyer present. So I really don't know how to answer that question
Okay,
either
well,
way.
like I said, you're not
This
going to
is
jail.
freedom of speech. This is America, right?
And
We're
I-
veteran.
Correct.
And I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
So
All
we're
right.
just trying to see if it's you, because if we're not talking to the right person, we want to go see who the right person
Okay,
is.
how can I help you?
So pretty much it's just a statement that was made as far as,
Verbatim, it says the guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians, tried to shut down a theater for showing a movie that hurt his feelings, and refuses to stand up for the LGBTQ community in any way. Even leaves the room when they vote and on related matters. Wants you to know that you are all welcome. Clown face, clown face, clown face. 3 days ago.
You don't know if it was you?
I'm not going to answer whether that's me or not.
Okay.
The concerning part, and not concerning for the person who's posting it, what we're just trying to prevent is somebody else getting agitated or agreeing with the statement. We're not saying it's true or not.
Understood.
That guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians, that can probably incite somebody to do something radical. That's all we're here to talk about. And we wanted to get your side. If it was you that posted that, I would think to refrain from posting things like that, because that could get something
I
incited.
appreciate your concern. I appreciate you coming out here.
Okay?
That's it?
That is it. I'm
Okay.
going to maintain my my amendment rights to not answer the question about whether or not that's
okay.
it. I hope
Thank
that's
you for your time.
understandable.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
Have
as
a good
well.
day, okay?
You as well. Thank you. Take care.
First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach 100% truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and to the elect. This your brother Ra'aya back with another video. And yeah, y'all, this is the beginning of Amos chapter 8 and 11, right? They're censoring what you say on social media. And pretty soon, Akim, they will, in fact, more than likely be at some of the Akim's doors based on their post about the mini hats. All right. So let's read this. What it says, Raquel Pacheco began recording on her phone Monday as she opened her front door to the pair of police officers standing outside. They told her they had questions about Facebook comment she had written, right? So they're the word police, or how do you say that? Salakia, y'all. They're the censor police, where they're coming in and they're censoring, or they gotta make you retract your statements or whatever. They this is going to be the famine of the word, because we say way worse things than this. So how much more are they going to try to infiltrate and do these type of things with us, right? And this is something she said on a Facebook page. Anyway, it says Raquel Pacheco began recording on her phone Monday as she opened her front door to the pair of police officers standing outside. They told her they had questions about Facebook comment she had written. Is that your account? One officer asked. The other held out his phone showing a message Pacheco had written days earlier about the mayor of Miami Beach, where she lives. Pacheco had left the comment about a post from Mayor Stephen Meaner, in which he called his city a safe haven for everyone. Meaner, who is Jewish, I ain't gonna even say this because that it'll get banned. You see what I'm saying? Look, the fact that if we even say this, the fact that they can come and try to, take down your video, any of that, man, you already know. So pretty soon, we gonna be, they're gonna try to stop the word, and we're gonna be up off those streets. So it says, contrasted Miami Beach with places like New York City, where he accused officials of discriminating against Jews and promoting boycotts of Jewish and Israeli owned businesses, right? So they are there because of the Jews and the fact that she told people to start boycotting the Jewish businesses, that they shouldn't deal with any of their businesses. Now that's the only thing that she's saying. Now we're saying whole other things. We saying that, they the devil that the Bible speak of. We saying a whole bunch of stuff, but she only saying these type of things. So imagine how much more they're gonna come to try to persecute, you know, the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So in a series of replies, Pacheco called him racist and criticized his actions towards a number of communities, including Palestinians and the LGBTQ people. She said she felt his words of welcome were superficial. At her door, the officers told Pacheco they were looking for commenters because that person words could probably incite somebody to do something bad, right? But the thing is, with that, you can't use that as a reason, because anything somebody says and comments on the internet, on any social media platform, can incite somebody to do something. So why is it that just because it's the use the mini hats that you come in and you doing this? This is how you know who's in power, who you can't talk about, right? You can't talk about. So it says her video shows Pacheco refused to answer their questions without an attorney present, and the officers left within minutes. But this is just an example on that. And then I wanted to show this other video. It says Florida man accused of threatening DeSantis of other officials on social media, right? Now, what he's doing could be taken as wrong, but how I'm seeing it is, matter of fact, let me read it first. It says the brief: a Florida man was arrested after investigators says he used a social media account to threaten Governor Ron DeSantis and other officials. Daniel Cook, 39, was arrested Monday and charged with written threats to kill or do bodily injury, right? So the fact that he just wrote something down in there could cause him to, even though if he is committing a crime, yeah, then, by all means, take him in. But the thing is, it's the fact that they can do this in the first place. The fact that you can't say whatever you want to say. You know how people saying that you have freedom of speech. You truly don't. You truly don't have freedom of speech, because you can't truly say what you want to say without getting arrested in this case, or just like the woman making a comment on the other case. And this is just to show you, and these is two cases back to back. This is 5 hours ago they reported that, and this was 6 hours ago when they reported this. These two cases back to back of the same type of situation where somebody is speaking ill of an official, or somebody who the mini hats and stuff, the small hats, and they speaking ill of them, and they're getting prosecuted in court, or they got police showing up at the door, FBI showing up at the door. So we come into a time where we ain't gonna be able to say nothing, and that's why this Amos 8:11 is about to come true. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, our power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it." And that's what's going to happen, because they're going to eventually take us from out of here. And then I believe I've been seeing a lot on social media that they saying that they passed some type of bill where, and I'm not sure how true it is, but I mean, it could be, true, very true. But it was basically saying like they passed a bill where you actually don't have freedom of speech. And this is probably why these scenarios are popping up where police are arriving at people's doors and, you know what I mean, they locking people up for comments that they making. And it says a Florida man is accused of making threats against Governor Ron DeSantis and other officials on an X account, on a Twitter account. Monday in charge with multiple felonies, including written threats to kill or do bodily injury. Cook allegedly used an X account to make threats against DeSantis, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, and others. A New York State Attorney General notified FDLE about the post in November after Cook allegedly wrote on November 7th that he was going to kill DeSantis and Bondi, calling them both a bozo, according to an arrest affidavit. Now, he gonna get fucked up for this. You know what I mean? Because this is some blatant shit that he doing. But as far as actual comments, I believe they're just gonna tie this in and try to make this seem like something that we're doing. Even though we say that we're not gonna do any of the we're not gonna touch Esau until Yahweh Shah get back here. You know what I mean? I believe they're gonna try to use that same rhetoric that they're using with this on us. So I can just be, prepared, girded up in this thing because things could go left real fast because we dealing with these people on the left. You see? It said AG Bondi confirms FBI executes search warrant at WAPO reporter's home. So what is going on? Is this another case?
Where Attorney General Pam Bondi just confirmed the FBI executed a search warrant at the home of a Washington Post journalist. Bondi says the journalist was, quote, obtaining and reporting classified and illegally leaked information from the Pentagon contractor, who she adds is currently behind bars. Hannah Natanson, who covers the federal workforce, was at her home.
And look, this is just an example on how they can start censoring things and they can say that the government needs to be, because we just seen a video, I believe last week, where they said the government needs to be censoring everything on social media, that the government needs to stand in and start censoring stuff and all that, right? And this is an example of that because they're saying that a journalist went and posted some governmental information, right? The thing is that they're going to use this excuse because, that's what Esau does. They use something like this as an excuse for them to push their agenda. So
classified and illegally leaked information from the Pentagon contractor, who she adds is...
How do they control classified and illegally leaked information from getting leaked? They'll go and start censoring everybody, right? And then look, it says the Trump administration will not tolerate illegal leaks of classified information that, when reported, pose a grave risk to our nation's national security and the brave men and women who are serving our country, right? So they're going to use this as an excuse to start censoring people. I'm telling you, they're going to be like, no, this is for your own good. It's for national security. I can hear Donald Trump, DJT right now saying some shit like this. And then that's when, you know what I mean?
Behind bars.
That's when it's going to be on and popping,
who covers the federal workforce, was at her home when this search was executed. The Post says she has been part of the publication's most high-profile and sensitive coverage during the first year of the second Trump administration. Let's bring in MS Now senior legal reporter Lisa Rubin and MS Now legal analyst, former Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Catherine Christian. Lisa, what do you make of...
Right. So I'm not going to make this video too long. And with that, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom, y'all. On to the next one.